Hello everybody, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with this. I am your host, and today I'm going to talk about weakness in you perceptionally. You are the power behind everything, so you couldn't be weak. You are the absolute power behind all of reality. You see, there can't be a weakness in you. You are perfect. You are a perfect being right now. Your self-concept is the knowing that I am actually perfect. Regardless of what I feel, regardless of what I have felt, regardless of whatever anger and sadness and fearful, joyful, wonderful, and fun experiences of reality that I have experienced, none of those things define you. Joy doesn't define you. Happiness doesn't define you. Anger and sadness equally do not define you. It's just that we typically think when we are happy, we can manifest things better because we're just happy. We going around with happy thoughts. We believe the happier thought. We believe the happier thought. Because I'm happy, I can manifest stuff, but I'm believing in it more because I'm feeling happy. Angry, sadness, abusive thoughts, fearful thoughts, right? Those also pop up, and then when we feel them, we feel down, we feel weak, and we believe in that weakness, and we believe that, we can't manifest what we want because we feel that way. Neither are true. You are manifesting the entire universe, creating and destroying it in every single moment right now. Where's the next moment and where's the previous one gone? It comes from within you and goes back within you. Comes from the unseen and goes back to the unseen. You are seeing flash frames of what the all of reality actually exists as a story. The story that you are experiencing is the one that you are telling. The one that you are telling is because of your self-concept. So tell the story that I am actually the creator of my reality, and that's what's being expressed. My own knowing that I am the creator, my own dream life, my own abundance, my own infinite knowing of who I am, the infinite of who I am, right? That's who you are. You don't need to fight any of these emotions. You just need to know that they don't create anything. So you don't have to tell a story from what you are feeling to tell a story of what you are not feeling. Is that right? Hope it was right. Basically what I mean is that you don't have to tell a story about those feelings to get another story out of those feelings or from those feelings. If you're sad, you're trying to tell a happy story because you're feeling sad, trying to feel better. That's just you buying into this feeling of feeling sad that I need to do something with, right? You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to do anything with it. I'll say that again just to make it a bit more cleaner. You feel sad, you feel angry, you feel fear, you feel the abusive past. You don't have to tell another story as if you are trying to overcome that other story, thinking that you are weak and you can't, or thinking that you need to overpower it, thinking that you need to use it as a catalyst to get to a better reality. You don't equally have to tell another story. Because I'm happy now, I can use this joy as a catalyst to manifest what I want. All of that is basically putting conditions and circumstances in order for you to manifest what you want. There are no conditions, there are no circumstances, there are no requirements to manifest what you want. And before anyone thinks this, if what you desire is a certain thing where part of the desire is to go and study something, that is not a requirement. That is part of the unfolding of experiencing being the version of yourself that you desire to be. If you want to be a pilot, you obviously, as a natural expression, will need to learn how to fly. It is not a requirement to imagine yourself as a pilot. It's not a requirement to become a pilot. It is part of the experiencing of who you are right now, the version of yourself who is a pilot. Just because you're not a pilot by a piece of paper that tells you so, and because you don't physically have the knowing of the skills as of yet, does not mean your physical self is in the identity of being a pilot right now. You are just you're experiencing the identity of being a pilot. That's what I mean. Doesn't mean go fly a plane. Doesn't mean go to the airport and find a free one. No. It means if you identify as being a pilot and you imagine yourself flying through the sky, that's what's unfolding for you. And you just go about naturally doing and being and experiencing whatever that means. I couldn't tell you. You're not going to wake up one day with the skills of a pilot, but you will wake up as the identity who will experience the becoming of that identity, who has those skills, who has that knowing, who has that whatever. And as you experience it every single day, every single moment, you are experiencing more of the identity you have chosen to be. But it is completely within you. But you see, in this case, you understand that there's beats to the story, even though you don't know those beats. For your desired reality, they typically revolve around things that you don't know how they normally unfold. You see, like being a pilot, you know that. You know you got a flying school or whatever it is. But for other things, you don't know that. Like, how do I get my specific person back? You don't get anyone back. You become the person that is in the relationship with another version of them who is in a relationship with you, that version of them, or that version of you, right now. And how that unfolds in 3D expression is up to your higher self. You don't get to write the story from the character experiencing the story. You have no power in how things pop into your 3D world. You have absolute power in imagining whatsoever you like and identifying with whosoever you like. That's where your power is, the ability to choose something that fundamentally exists. How that existence manifests itself in the 3D world is not up to you whatsoever. I don't care how many days you have been writing this for. I don't care how many gems you have rubbed nightly. I don't care how many genies or how many spells that you've cast or saw that other day. I was like, what? But all this exists, right? None of that. You don't get to dictate what happens there. You can't dictate 1 minute happening faster, right? I challenge you to go try that. Go to your microwave, put a minute on and try and make that minute happen faster. It's not. Not going to happen faster. What changes is your experiencing of said minute. That's what changes. So you can either experience it as the longest time ever, or you can experience it as the perfect unfolding. It's up to you. So, everyone is actually you pushed out, never got out, right? The entire universe exists within your own awareness. All versions of people that exist within you. And here's the thing. Manifesting a specific person back, you can't manifest them back because that implies you're being the person that doesn't have them. It implies you're being the person that needs to manifest them back, needs this version to forgive you or forgive them or whatever it is, right? All things are new. So even if the story looks like that, it's not that, because deeper it is that version of them who is in a relationship with you, who continues to be in a relationship with you, has always been in a relationship with you, has always been the version of them who is with you. The version of you who is choosing to be with them has always been that version who has been with them, has always been the version that is continuing in a relationship with them. You've always been that, they've always been that, because reality is infinite and this just exists. Those versions are not the versions that either of you used to be. But who gets to choose who experiences that? You do. In their version of reality that you can't see, as that consciousness that is experiencing it in a simultaneous version of reality, they are experiencing their own thing. You are experiencing a version of them who is just with you. That's what's resonating with you, not the objective version of them, because there isn't one. Not even the objective version of you, there isn't one. The objective version of you is awareness. There's no physically objective version of you. So what you are actually doing is resonating with the version of you that you have with you that is in a relationship with a version of them right now. That's what's going on. At the heart of every single desire, whether it looks like justice, balance, love, retribution, vengeance, right? Whatever all this stuff is, love, joyful, compassion, all of it, any kind of trigger, it is a manifestation of love being that idea, no matter what the idea is. Because there's only love that exists, right? Sometimes we experience a very much lack of love, which is what those abusive moments are, not knowing yourself and experiencing very harsh experiences of reality. Or we know ourselves and we experience sometimes unpleasant things, but we know that they all exist within us, that we are love, that we are divine, that can't be hurt, that can't be powerless, because you have the absolute power to choose again and again and again. And the end you truly desire is very simple: to know yourself as the blissful love that you are. And you are that already. So assume that you are blissful love already, because you are that already. Feel what arises. Remember, it has no meaning except what you give it, and stop trying to fix the old frame of reality. You can't. It's in vain. You don't have to feel guilty about anything. You don't have to feel sorry about anything. You don't have to feel angry about anything. It doesn't mean if you feel guilty, sorry, or angry in the moment, you need to do something about it. Just know that it's only one singular story in reality. Return to the knowing. Make your point of experiencing the returning to the knowing: I am source, I am love, I am joy, I am God. Because it is true. From there, choose your end, the reality you prefer. Express it. 2 seconds, 20 minutes, who cares? And let everything else rearrange itself accordingly, because this is who you choose to be. Not this idea that the second something unpreferred happens, you are no longer in your end, that the next step you take must be in your desired reality, in a physical appearance, or you are not there. You're never going to get there. If every single step you take while not being in the while not being in the appearances of your desired reality is indication of you not being in your desired reality, you'll never be in your desired reality. You'll always be expressing, I am not. If you are living in one country and wanting to live in another country, and every step you took was not in that country, you will never take a step in that country, because you don't believe in your own awareness of standing in that country. You don't believe in your own awareness that the country actually exists within your awareness. It's delusional. It's delusional thinking in contrast to human thinking. But that's the point. You know, you are not a human. You are more than that. You are an infinite number of identities that exist within you. And the feeling of doubt is not proof of not knowing truth. It is the feeling of knowing that I am brushing up against something I used to believe in, choosing to believe in something greater than what I can physically see. That's what doubt is. It's expansion. That's what fear is. It's expansion. Of course you're going to feel fear. Of course you're going to feel doubt. You're walking in the valley of the shadow of death, fearing no evil, fear, doubt, into the new version and as the new version of you. You've never done it before. It's new to you. But you take another step, another step, another step, every single time. Right? And when you imagine your wish fulfilled, you feel it. Why can't you physically feel your wish being fulfilled? Why can't you physically feel your desired reality? Why is it you are experiencing something in your desired reality with those person's eyes, hearing what they are hearing, feeling what they are feeling, saying what they are saying, touching what they are touching? Why can't you feel it? Because you're manifesting a 3D experience of yourself, imagining and feeling it, while manifesting the imaginational experience of yourself in that desired end simultaneously. You're manifesting this and you're manifesting that at the same time, because it's all within your awareness. So it's happening in one go. You are the awareness of everything being manifested in and as your assumptions of reality. So where are you pointed? Who are you choosing to be? Because awareness is the only true experience, and awareness is everything. A 3D reality is a very, very, very small part of infinity. If you know anything about maths, put a 1 over a 1 and keep going with 0. That's what the 3D reality is. And when you get tired of writing down numbers, remember, reality didn't get tired and kept going. because reality is infinite. You are experiencing that one and thinking that one is who you are. It's not. That other one is who you are. And you are all in it. So feel what arises, see it for what it is. Nothing. It's nothing until you give it meaning. Say, I am not in my desired country. Every single step you're taking, I am not in my desired country. I am not in my desired end. I am not in my thing. I am not this. Every single step that you take, you are saying, I am not. And then you go and you imagine, well, but I am here. How is reality supposed to give you anything when you are the one that's saying, I am not? And you are reality. Choose again. Choose your end desire and make the assumption, the ludicrous assumption, the delusional assumption, the nutcase example, the absolute ridiculous assumption that I am awareness, that I am aware of a version of myself in my desired end, and I assume I'm walking in that direction, regardless of where I am walking. Know that even in the act of imagining, you are both creating and experiencing reality, and trust that everything rearranges itself perfectly in the assumption of who you now choose to be. That's who you are. That's reality. Bit of a long one today. In idea. Basically, you are the power that gives life to the universe. You couldn't be powerless even if you tried. You can experience yourself being powerless, but even to be powerless, you must actually be able to manifest yourself experiencing such powerlessness. And that can only come from power. True powerlessness means you couldn't manifest anything. You couldn't manifest yourself even as powerless. You'd just be randomly bouncing up and down. But you're not that. You know you created those experiences. You know within that this is all coming from me. Otherwise you wouldn't have even played with the idea of being able to choose something else. So you already believe. I am your host, Reese. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the questions, a couple that came in various ways, especially the emails. Yes, please email me. My email is in the description box below. You can reach out for coaching, you can reach out for whatever you like. That being said, Facebook group available where you can join the community and post questions, ask questions, etc., etc., etc. And TikTok page as well, growing with other people, following and discussing different forms and variations of the same content. That being said, much love, much light, and truly I'm grateful for all of you being here. And I'll see you on the next one. Love and light. Bye.